I'll have to write down my backstory from
We're good. We're live on Twitch.
Is that what you really want? Somebody with your recorded history? It seems like detrimental to your spy status. Maybe I want to be remembered. Sorry.
So,
007 of words.
the last time you guys continued your adventure into Cholth, your first day was wrought with many things that happened all very quickly. You managed to get arrested and then somehow become press-ganged into the Zenham against your wills.
It was
Oh yeah.
it was part of the quest line.
Party members have already abandoned this group, and it's looking dim. It's looking dim.
Repeatedly.
But you guys, oh wait, I have one more thing for y'all.
I love gifts. Hey, that's my heroin bag.
This
Get
is
back.
yours. Oh, here, this way. Can you grab it up underneath all this stuff? The white plastic bag.
Yes. Oh no,
Is
that's
there, this should be a piece of paper.
Hey, look, his bag of holding has bags of holding too.
This is for whoever has
The map.
the map. Yeah,
That's a
whoever's got the
burnt,
map.
like blood contract if I've ever seen one. Sign here, please.
He burned that himself.
There you go. All right, so
Arsenal.
there was some to do about a map. Everybody seems to want it. Nobody seems to know where it is or what it entails. And we had some off-screen adventures. People flittering about in the night and doing their own things. And this is where we begin. So the people that you are, let's see, remember you chose her.
Oh yeah.
I think that's yours. I think I stole it on accident.
Okay.
It was in my bag.
Okay, that's what I'm
So there's you. And at the moment, that's where you are. Nobody knows that you're there. You are detecting. And if it's easier for me to replace these with all white figures, I will totally do that. I think I'm going to, because that makes sense. And these don't mean anything right now. They're all just random, like a mixing of people. Everybody's here really early in the morning as they're beginning to set up for the dinosaur races outside. Everybody's starting to begin. They're beginning to like draw up this large board near the bar that has odds for the day and things like that.
Why is
Shane, you're asleep.
Why is Chad a girl?
He
I
just he
picked it
chose
because
it.
she had a flashlight. I figured it'd come in handy.
okay.
And so literally probably where we would begin is you two. You walk into the door, you see a very surprised looking Bishop. Bishop, you see a rather surprised looking Jasmine.
Jasmine, come, please. Let's have breakfast. Let's start this day new.
Okay. I'll join him at his table. And then put me at his table.
Give your character sheet. Roll up for
Is this at the bar?
Yes.
This is at the bar. You are asleep.
Well, where have you been, Bishop?
You can choose to wake up whenever you want. Just come downstairs. Just tell me you're
Bishop
doing it.
is the one
It's pretty early in the morning though. It's like
your actual character
8 o'clock.
guy is
It's still gone.
on.
Yeah.
So Bishop is the one that he's supposed to help us find.
Jabal kind of stuck him to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friggin' snitch.
But a guy, so basically, to kind of recap that, Kaiser was sent to Fort Valerian to await your guide, who you don't know the name of.
Yeah.
And he was going to meet the guide there and then come back to the city to meet you guys so you can start your expedition. And he's part of that group. He's been told he has to go, but he doesn't.
So
15? Okay, real quick. So, while you are asleep amongst the crates, you can hear the noise of some of them being shifted to the side, and you hear, and the hatch is open.
Scurry out.
Alright, you scurry out. Just assume this is a big blank space. I don't think I have one.
How did he get afraid?
He
I'm a
did a
gnome.
lot of stuff. He was hiding behind one. So the hatch is open. Oh yeah, real quick. You just woke up. Roll a d20.
All right.
Nothing. Just roll a d20.
I got you. Brilliant.
a 5.
You feel strangely. You feel almost like yourself. You feel lucid.
That's important.
Okay. So if you scurry out, you see the thing's open. Do you do anything else for the moment?
The people around me?
At the moment, there's nobody in there. You can hear noise coming. You can hear that noise coming from the the front of the tavern, beyond the stairs, beyond the bar. Sounds like it's morning. Breakfast is getting made in the room next to you, but nobody's in the room with you.
I followed the sounds of commotion.
All right, so out to the main bar. Okay, so you appear over here, and those two are sitting at a table together now. Did you move to sit with them? Okay. Yeah. All right. What are you guys doing?
Has the breakfast been brought?
They're in the process of baking it, so there's no breakfast because you couldn't find the ingredients.
Listen, Jasmine. Yesterday was stressful.
You're waking up.
Yeah.
All right, you come down the stairs.
Yesterday was stressful, Jasmine. This big game day new. I came down early, got us breakfast. And we just all need to find a happy medium and see what we exactly need to do.
You want to go join another table? You can just
Yeah.
have your piece.
I see you guys over there. And
You want to join them more?
hey there, little guy, what are you doing?
He found me.
Pick him up and tow
So-
him with you.
He kind of looks at you, but you kind of struggle a little bit. It's not like normal.
I'm like looking at him like, all right, man, whatever.
You do remember them.
Yeah. I look at crypto like,
I don't think I let Shane read that part. That's what he doesn't know while we're laughing.
oh. I'm glad all y'all can join us.
I wink.
And as I stated there, Bishop, this is our map.
Oh, you brought the map. That's something that we
Pam, I'm
should,
going to send you this.
we should definitely have a look at, considering we've all been tasked with going out to this jungle in search of something that we don't even know what it is.
But it's just the coast, pretty much part of the coastline is all I've got, really. It's not really.
Let's see this. Let's see this. So,
There was a mishap when somebody was reading it. Is when I received the map, the person that gave it to me said that they were trying to read it over a candle, and apparently they got too close that it caught on fire. So
let
Do I
me.
need to respond to you, or do I need to?
No, you can tell me whatever you want. That's just your knowledge that you
Okay.
have.
So let me get this right, Morthos. You come to.
I told you we didn't have that good of a map. I mean,
We come to Cholt in search of something in the jungle, and we hand us a map that I can look through. Like,
that's why we were in search of a guide. That's if I had a map, I wouldn't need a
the
guide.
guides need maps too. I mean, and what was this? Did you see this map before it got burnt?
No,
So we just bring a map.
that's what I received from. I said, "Do you have a map?" As a traveler, I was coming through, and this is the map I got.
Tabon comes through the door. Who's at the table with you guys?
Did
Tabon, the big
Tabon.
tall again.
who
I've become
invited
very alert.
Vaughn?
I'm on alert.
She did. He seems in good mood.
So, like I said, it's not a very useful map. That's why we were looking for
200 feet.
a really good guide. I mean,
And I'm supposed to assume all this is jungle. Like jungle equals dinosaurs, and
I
I
wanna
can't
get
even tell where the
inside the
dinosaurs are at.
are you from this area?
I grew up in the city.
Well, I grew up on another
Coming closer.
continent, so I don't know if it's
Behind
jungle or
Oh, okay, well,
not.
I'm gonna get back over this side.
I mean,
So I can make sure we're. Y'all just see me jumping up, running around the table.
She literally is jumping up and running around the table as you guys are arguing.
and this is
Wait, let's sit, Jasmine. Sit. This is breakfast. There's no
Where-
reason for
100
morning.
where are we at exactly? Where are we at?
You guys are in Port Nianzuru.
Yeah, this is Port. See, all I have is like where we're at here and like coastline. You know,
Well, you did a great job there.
I mean, sorry.
So
I mean, we got this island here. It's all got all this island over here. I mean,
Yeah, that helps a lot there, Mortho.
My weapon. I'm just ready.
sorry. I mean,
Getting ready.
It stops about 100 feet. You can feel it.
No, it's there.
100 feet from your perspective. So,
So I just go to eating. I'm just like,
Alright.
this is ridiculous. Like, today was supposed to be a good day, and you bring us up a half-burnt map.
hey, Tobin,
Yes.
I mean, you've been in the jungle. I mean,
Tobin's been in the Coliseum getting his ass kicked for years.
well, I seem to remember doing the.
I seem to remember that you're the one that owed the debt, and I'm the one who's debt free. So
I do not owe any debts. I know
you
that.
owed, and I think they collected, and I was going to collect. So
we didn't. We came to a compromise. We didn't really
compromise, collection. It's the same thing here in Cholt.
Well,
You asked me to meet you here today. What are we doing?
We're going to go on an adventure.
Ah,
I'm going to get up. I need to go walk off my breakfast. While
Alright.
y'all
You
are
haven't even
arguing.
ate. You poked at some eggs.
Yeah, so I'm going to go upstairs all the way to the roof.
okay.
So if the further I go up, that way I can look down off the roof. And
I see what you mean. You can get so it's a 2-story building. There's no roof access in
Okay.
the building, but you can go up to the 2nd story and start walking around.
okay,
Okay, so you go up to the 2nd story. We'll just put you in there.
okay.
We'll sit here.
And I know I'm going to walk this way because this is the way I'm feeling it. Is there like a room or something that I could go in to look out the window?
The only rooms that have windows on that floor are going to be rooms that face the street. So those are the ones that people get for the dinosaur races. You'd have to have a key to get into one of those. Your room didn't have any windows.
Or a shame.
The hallway though leads so you go up the stairs this way, and then it's like a big square like that, and you guys are in the inner rooms. So as you move into the left corner up there, you feel it's kind of like that
Right
way.
there. But I don't have any way of telling where it's at, so or
If
seeing.
you assume, yeah, it's definitely below where you are and to the my left.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back down,
All right, so you go back downstairs.
go back down the stairs, and then y'all just see me like, where the hell is she going? I run through the kitchen, and there's an entrance here. So wherever you come out, I'm gonna come out here because I know something's here.
Yeah, that's
So
your
there's
thing.
this alleyway right here, right?
Yeah, there's an alleyway right there. It's like a little street. So they basically back down that to offload like food and supplies and stuff.
Okay.
So you kind of head that way,
Yeah. I'm just like up against the wall.
and it's like it's still kind of below you. It's kind of weird.
I'm kind of scratching my head here, listening to you two. Just
Look, let's look at things this way. The Zentham has hired us, or better yet, Jabal has hired us to go to the jungle.
where did you come from, anyways? How did you get involved in this?
Where did you come from? I've been here my whole life.
Yeah,
That's as
but
far as I want to remember.
Quick question: where's the dwarf and the halfling?
exactly. That's a good question.
The halfling was running around. The dwarf, I don't know where the dwarf's at. She was drunk at a.
I have one question. When I get here,
And the
I
guy
don't
with the
see
pale
anything,
mask.
I just see
It's almost like
it's underneath.
okay, so
me,
like you see where the point where like the building connects with the cobblestones, you know, and it's like it's below the cobblestones.
Okay. Okay, so it might be in the basement. So I'm gonna go back in, and I'm gonna sit and listen to the rest of their conversation. But I'm going to face this way.
Okay.
Okay. As I'm coming into the kitchen, I notice that the if there's a door or something to the basement, I know where that's at.
There's a as far as you know, there's no basement in this building.
Okay.
But you can see as you kind of pass that way that it almost looks like a hatch open in that back room.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
You're lucid, man. You can talk to these guys if you want.
Oh no, I'm hiding. As I said,
You're
there's
sitting
All
at
right,
the
so I'm
table.
gonna
We
sit
don't
back
know
to the
that.
table, and I'm gonna sit down and listen to their conversation, and I'm gonna keep.
Hey, it's
Now-
you.
So I'm
Speak of the halfling. I
Sorry
had
about
diarrhea or something. I mean, did the morning start the
something
morning
like that.
right?
Something like that. Yes.
Is the bard joining us?
Where is the bard? I mean, and
Unless
this guy doesn't even show up to the dinner we had last night.
You talked to the
I'm under the table.
red
You don't
rose.
see me.
The red robes took her.
You would know.
So
The Red Roads. So
So
one of
Bishop-
your party members are affiliated with the Red Roads.
No, I didn't say affiliated. I said they took her
How do we know we took her?
because
Did you see
she
them take
didn't
her?
want to go on her own, and they
So they took her. Took her where?
I'm not really sure.
We don't know.
Let me explain something here in this city.
I know that one of the people that took her is here at the inn.
Do you know where at? Because they're not a very welcome group of people here.
You see the innkeeper come from around the back and stand at the bar.
Do I get any sense? I mean, I don't get nothing from
He's
him.
just kind of,
Standing there.
and he's just standing there. It's a little bit weird.
Mind control.
Where's this red robe at that took your friend?
I think we should keep our voices down so that everyone cannot overhear us. I heard.
We were a group of 5 that took a quest. As for you, Bishop, I'm not trying to be confrontational, but as for our party, I don't know how. Are you going into the jungle with us?
Jabal has ordered me to go to the jungle with y'all. Better yet, Jabal has asked me to accompany you and help you acquire a guide at the fort that he sent your 5th party member,
So-
Kaiser, to collect.
So if Kaiser's not at this fort, I would say that would not be too healthy for a person in your shape. With
For me?
Tavon cracks his knuckles.
Did
I'm just saying. I mean, our party of
your knee.
Juju sweeps into the building and lands on Tavon's shoulder.
I mean,
I didn't send Kaiser. My employer sent Kaiser, and that's where Kaiser went.
Okay.
No, let's. I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves on what exactly Kaiser wanted. Kaiser, from what I could see, was in it for himself. Y'all were pawns. Did he not leave y'all and come to Jabal without y'all to make agreements without y'all present? Yet we're going to be offended by the fact that Kaiser's
Actually,
not
we-
here.
I've been in battle with Kaiser several times, so he doesn't seem
That's
the kind of person.
just fight or flight. It's either survive or die. Trust
Okay.
me, I've been there.
I punched Kaiser in the face with a hammer.
Tavon, even though I don't like this man, he punched Kaiser in the face with a hammer.
But we still came to a compromise, even after he punched the guy in the face with a hammer. I mean,
He values his life, and he knows eventually a debt would have been collected, probably by me, and
What goes so good about collecting?
for now, I'm
debts,
going to
everybody?
enjoy my my breakfast. Where's this waiter at?
The bartender comes out from around, or the innkeeper comes out from around with a large platter of goods. He seems normal, seems like himself. He drops off, various breakfast foods for you, more of like a family, kind of like everybody grab what they want kind of
I
thing.
don't like how you said seems
Excuse
like
me, sir. Did you there's a dwarf with us when we made our reservations?
Oh yes, the drunk one.
Yes.
Where is she?
Where is she? Where can I find her? I mean, she was
I-
taken to an inn. She was
I assume she left with her friends. She was being supported by 2 perfectly fine gentlemen. Well, I assume they were wearing red robes.
Yeah. So we just let this red robe people take her.
Am I her babysitter? I rent rooms.
Yes.
But this is your establishment, yes?
Yes.
But you know, the red robes and the Zentham don't quite get along.
Although I respect your employers, I can't remember how to say your name. I'm just gonna say Bishop. Bishop.
It's okay.
This is not a Zentam establishment.
It could.
Any and all can treat here. They've yet to make me an offer that I want to take. But I'm completely compliant with your requests, as you've seen so far. You told me there were extra wenches for you last night. So, I mean, if anything.
Oh.
I Again, you feel a hand creep up your thigh.
I guess we'll say for the recording. Yeah, you literally feel because he's under the table, so he just our gnome warlock disguised himself as a tavern wench and almost really closely seduced
Our gnome, rock gnome,
our rock gnome.
leopard rock gnome. How did you not see it?
The smell.
Of what?
It's all the oils that you were using for the massage. You know?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So the innkeeper kind of looks at you. Is there anything else you need from me?
Are there any of the red robes here now that we can speak with?
They come and go just as other patrons do.
And you have
You feel it retreating into the distance. You insight checking? He's hard to read.
I know the innkeeper's lying, so how should I tell them what I do, or should I wait?
I don't know, should you?
What I want to do is I
Yes.
got some gold coins.
Sure.
I kinda shake my pocket with gold coins,
Eyebrow kind of raises.
and I want
3.
That's
Go
I've got more gold coins than a pound.
He literally, so like how many gold coins were you offering? Because his eyebrow raises higher. Like,
Oh, I was going to pay you for breakfast. What do
Oh.
I owe you for breakfast?
don't worry, it's taken care of.
I want to bribe him. No, wait a minute. I don't want to bribe
You don't have
him.
any gold.
I was
I don't
going
need
to
gold.
I was
You
gonna-
have one.
I was
correct?
going to persuade him, but
You have all your spells back, so you can
Yes,
just.
I'm going to persuade him. Though. I crawl out from under the
Is
table.
let's wait until he has he gone away yet?
He's basically looking at you guys like, is there anything else?
Wait
Nope.
a minute. I charm him.
You want to use charm person?
Yeah, dude.
All right. So what? It's a spell save. It's a Constitution save, I think. Hold on, let me look it up. I can't remember.
have him take us to the red roofs. Good idea.
I think. Let me get my spell thing out. Gotta figure out a way for it to keep playing the music. That'd be really annoying.
I don't know. You could kind of just pretend like time freezes as we all strategize for a half second to our brain.
Time freezes.
Okay, what's your spell DC?
I don't know.
Okay, it'll be. Did you fill out any of the other sheets? I don't think you have yet.
Nope.
We gotta get you the right sheets filled out. Where are your spells written down?
Back and the front. These are the spells that I got last week, but the charm one was like a.
I think your
painter thing.
DC is 10 plus
Charisma, wasn't it?
charisma.
I remember that much.
14. Is it higher? I think that's pretty high for low level.
Yeah, because I went like as high as I could get with those.
His eyes kind of unfocus, and he just kind of turns towards you.
Tell us what you know about the red robes. Go on.
The red robes have been paying me to mark targets for them to take for the rituals.
Rituals.
Yes. Last night I observed him speaking to the red robes, and they were making a deal with me about that, and that's the reason I was running around the table, is that I had marked one of the red robes, and I could sense him in the establishment while we were.
Are they still here?
No, he's already gone. He retreated. He was here, but he's gone.
That's fine. He knows
But
where they
what
are.
are the red robes? Can you ask him what they are?
What's a red robe?
I don't know. They
Are they
came
good?
here about a year ago, and
They're
have been
encroaching on Zentham territory.
Oh, so they're-
encroaching onto the Zentham territory. No,
You hush.
yeah, no, they have. And recently they have begun taking people.
Are they wizards or dark?
I do not know.
Where did they take them?
To I don't want to say hideout, but yeah, to their lair.
Can you arrange one of us to be marked?
I can.
So
This only lasts for an hour.
So what else you got more?
Well, fine. Dang it.
Mark the Pt1.
How
Mark
do
the
you mark them?
Demon blood serves no purpose here.
At night, they send me a message through the stone. I describe who they are to pick up, usually the drunkest. What's that? He just literally just tells them what they look like.
So-
grabs them.
What, through the stone? So that's how you communicate with them?
They gave me a small stone with which I could speak to them.
This is the only last hour.
So, yeah, how often do they come? Like, if you had a person that was like super drunk right now, would they come and pick them up? Or
How soon can they be here?
They come when they please. I only mark when they ask me to.
They already asked you to mark someone.
No, they took someone just yesterday.
When's the next time they're gonna ask?
We don't know.
I do not know.
So they're having a sacrifice, and
When?
our
Would I know where their hideout is since they've established themselves? Or know where the main gist of them usually hang out? Like,
The only thing that you know that they're based somewhere in the old city.
And we could ask them.
And Azon told you to consult the beggar princess.
let's think about this a second. The beggar princes
He's just
control
staring at you.
most of the city, the commerce, the people on the streets, the homeless all look up to these princes
I gesture for him.
for knowledge and for wealth.
I gesture for him to give me his gold.
And it seems like what I've heard from through the Zintham that the beggar princes have aligned themselves with possibly these red cloaks. So it might be the best choice for us to go.
27 points of it.
It must be best for us to go, since this moron here does not know anything other than how to cook eggs, which these aren't even that great. For us to go converse with the beggar princes.
I agree.
Kill two birds with one stone.
What's the second bird?
Yeah.
You?
Get you drunk and have you mark.
Let's just say that I have jobs outside of this one that like beat the Bond's ass that I will eventually see through.
Hey, this is gonna work because this guy's only gonna stay this way for less than an hour.
It'll work.
Alright then.
It'll work. Unlike how you're.
Listen, if you want to go back there again, we can make it happen. You go back to your room and go to sleep.
And forget
And forget everything you've heard and your gold.
He like begins walking. I don't know if you can make him forget what he gave you. Hold on a second.
I'll roll. Make it work.
I'll roll that 20.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, because they just regard you as friendly. So he's willing to like. You're like his friend. He's willing to like tell you things, but he's not willing to like
Alright, I'm trying to persuade
forget.
Persuade him to forget.
You're persuasion.
You do. No.
I'm rolling bad.
It's not
That's
even
a 9.
Hmm.
Alright. The
There,
Do you have anything else for him? He's just gonna do it. He's
Uh,
like, I am kind of tired.
Let's see here. This was just a weird dream. And I can persuade him because I got persuasion. So let me roll.
All right, go for it. You can try.
What's my this one? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's do shoots and ladders, boys. Yay! That's a 2.
Plus 4, so 6.
I do not think this is a dream.
They would intimidate him. Somebody's gonna
He
knock.
begins walking away.
no, I don't think he thinks we're friends, so he doesn't really.
Until he remembers we're not.
Yes. When the charm spell goes away, he's gonna be like, uh-oh.
You usually remember you were charmed too.
Oh yeah,
He did.
somebody better freaking hit him.
Do you remember when you were charmed last night?
You can see there's like a war going on in his head,
Oh no.
and he just kind of just dashes and runs towards the back room.
That narc. That freaking narc. Kill him. Where's that paladin at?
You guys
Is
do
it
anything?
We have a
worse
Let him
problem.
go.
We have a problem.
You think?
I'm gonna get up.
Well, not just that.
But they controlled him before, I'm sure. Yeah. So
I'll be right back.
Their
I'm
charm
gonna
is
go
his
see where
way.
he went.
thank God.
Okay,
Go to
so
the rat to take care
you
of the
you
rat.
kind of go towards the back room there, and the supplies in that room that you've seen before as you kind of pass back and forth have all been pushed to the side. And there's
I look to Shane and dangle my coin.
I'm following.
I'm following it too.
Oh, I was gonna sit here and eat my eggs.
Too bad. I want to follow too. This is
So-
where I sense.
You
the
kind of
red
hastily
rover.
begin like shoveling the eggs into your mouth.
Alright, so I see a hatch, but nobody around.
Mhm.
Alright, so
This is where I sensed the red robe earlier.
Open the hatch.
It's already open.
It's open. It's just a kind of a deep passageway.
I go in it.
You just go in. All right.
I go in.
As well.
You walk through it. Okay. You can see it extends a pretty far away, and it's very dark. But you have dark vision, so it just appears kind of dim to you. So who does not have dark vision? You do not, and you do not. It is pitch dark for you guys.
what race was
Very
this?
dark.
This guy, was he human?
He's human. Yeah, the innkeeper was human. He appears to be human, I should say. All right.
So if he ran down here, he quite knew his way if he's traversing in the dark.
Hey guys, I think we should travel this path. It could be a part of this cult, apparently. It could be secret passageways all the way through the town. The way that might be why the Xanthem hasn't found them yet. And I think our other two party members should join us just in case we run into
Well,
some
I
trouble.
I was only
I don't-
hanging
As
don't
long
have-
as you take me to the jungle, I don't care.
That's Tobias.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
a
have
This is
our
the boss.
packs or anything with us, do we?
Hmm?
We don't have our packs or
I do.
anything with us.
I've got my
Only
gear.
what you can tell me what you brought with you downstairs. I mean, you brought you have your bag
Okay.
because you went and got stuff.
Okay. So I have a lantern.
Okay, so you reach into your bag of holding, small little diminutive bag. Pull it out. It's already lit. It's kind of cool.
So
I follow behind them after a good.
who's first?
I'll go in front because
Okay,
And I'll
so
be behind you.
we'll assume at this point you guys are in a passageway. We'll use.
yeah, I kind of go up in front to
No.
where you.
Okay, so that's your
can't
marching
see.
order, though.
Is that
Oh, I
how?
hope so.
Uh,
I can't see.
Is that our paladin guy?
She's got a
He's
lantern.
But
got-
with me down in these catacombs, do they
You
look
can't
like
see.
it's something I may be familiar with?
No.
Passages?
No.
He has dark vision.
I do.
Chad has dark.
No, I don't.
Oh, you have. Oh, never mind.
That's why I'm
Chad,
out front because they
Yeah.
might not be able
I
to
thought
see
Chad
me.
had dark vision.
Toban is human as well. Or, I'm sorry, he's half elf. So wait.
Doesn't he have like a light spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got dark vision as well.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
can see.
But as a monk, I would move faster than this guy.
Hold your
would.
horses.
He's just walking right now.
Well, I walk in the middle of them,
Okay.
so there's light shining, but it's not. It's just.
Sounds good to me. It's a bright enough light.
Yeah.
It sheds light in like 10 feet. So
How wide is this hallway?
it's not very wide. It's wide enough that you could walk two abreast. It's about 5 feet by
Okay.
5 feet. It's actually pretty uniform. But the walls they're all mostly stone. It's like stone and earth kind of mixed together. And it's just water kind of dripping down the sides very slowly because it's like a really humid, wet place. And there's some places where like some mushrooms and lichen and stuff have begun to grow.
Has,
It's even got
So-
fungus.
Jasmine, give me the lantern. I can move faster than y'all slow pokes.
Do you give him the lantern?
No.
No, no, no. You got ahead and leave us in the dirt.
But I
Okay.
can catch up to this guy. We're gonna sit here and argue who goes first, or are we gonna catch this guy before he tells the red cloaks?
I don't need a lantern. I can just run
Well, then
ahead.
follow with
You
me.
can't
Give me the lantern. Let's go.
He's pretty big. He takes
I
up a lot
think-
of space.
if
You're kind of like behind his left leg.
No, I'm directly behind him.
All right, you're
I think we
directly
should stay
behind him.
together and confront him together. I would prefer not to give you my lantern so you can run off. You've got to learn to work as a team, and I poked you in the butt with my sword.
It's not difficult. It's very short.
I'm very short. So
Okay,
let's
so
get a move on.
you guys are going.
Yes.
All right, so you walk down the passageway, and you get about 30, 40 feet in. At this point, the light from the hatch is beginning to dim, and I need who's in front? You. Roll a perception check.
Plus 4, 16.
All right, so you notice on the walls there are these faintly glowing glyphs. And you kind of look a little bit to your side. You notice that you've already passed at least one, but nothing seemed to happen.
You are a scholar, right? Bishop?
You're a monk, right?
A monk?
Yeah, but I don't have anything.
Well,
I got.
hey, Bishop, do you recognize any of these glyphs on the wall?
They look like something from Chol.
Are you
I got
proficient in Arcana?
no.
Doesn't look like anything you're familiar with.
I touched one. Nothing. Do you think that was like a magical trap?
I think it was a warning, probably, that someone's traversing these alleys. So, regardless if our friend we catch up to them, I think they already know we're here.
True. Well, let's continue forward.
Alright, so you walk, and you see every once in a while, you see more of those glyphs on the
Is it
wall.
the normal wizard?
It's up to him if he wants to look though.
I'm more preoccupied with something else.
Did you say I had a perception bonus for traps? I just couldn't disarm them?
Yeah. You could finding them was easier for you.
So, would I be able to sense if these are traps or just markers
Make a perception
saying
check.
5? And then perception. Wisdom, so 6. 7.
Not anything you're familiar with. Doesn't seem like. I mean, you know traps. You've seen traps.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing's happened, so I don't know.
Wait, what's bonus on magic related history check?
I think this guy is getting called back. There's no way he could see these in total darkness and be able to get back to where he's got a destination.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, we're moving. So this guy was walking, or was like when we saw him last?
He was running.
All right, running.
You don't even hear footsteps echoing in the distance.
So there's no way you could see down these pathways without some kind of magical. These may be magical glyphs for lighting to guide them to where they want to go, because they may have control of them.
Yeah, but that's too optimistic.
You never know. I mean, look at
If it's a straight shot, he could just run in a straight line and not have to worry about running into stuff.
I think we're giving the red cloaks an opportunity if we continue down this path.
I think we should do it anyways.
I don't
Yeah.
sense the one that I marked.
It's been, at this point,
30 minutes.
it's been about 30 minutes. It seems like, I mean, once it started receding away from you, it head back to that same general direction that you remembered before.
Plus, they probably had it
It doesn't seem closer or anything. It just kind of went back.
So can she sense like a general where this person's at?
I think it's very general. It's like it's kind of like, you know, I don't know, the way I imagine in my head. I'm sure I can look it up. I bet it says it on the thing. Oh no, it doesn't. I love it. But it gives you a sense of where they are. But it's not like she can be like, oh man, it's like
it's there.
you
in the
know,
corner
10
unless they
miles
were-
that way.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, it's not like that. So, but she knows like it's kind of ahead and to the right a little bit of where you guys are headed.
I think regardless of what we do, if we don't do something now, they're going to have more time to deal with us later. And they already know what we look like, where we've been, where
they
we are.
got one of our party,
Yep.
It's probably
marching.
Torturing for information as
They
we
were
speak.
taken back as a
Yeah.
sacrifice. I mean,
Doesn't mean they can't get information out of her first.
she already has the information. And we're talking about
Maybe
12
she's still
hours later.
drunk and it's fine.
Are you guys still walking as you're talking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you continue for another few minutes as, you know, just kind of going along.
I cast Invisible Servant.
Okay. What does it do?
Snatches the bag off Tobias's back.
Attempts to snatch the
Attempts to snatch.
Okay.
Not just
So-
Tobias's, the monkey's bag.
So the monkey's bag is on top of, and Juju is on his shoulder.
And it is
It's with him.
invisible.
Alright, so we're going to do a contested thing here. So you're going to do a sleight of hand check.
What do I do?
Roll a d20, add your sleight of hand.
What is it, like a minus
Yes.
something?
It's a negative one. I'm not using that death trap. It's clearly loaded. 17, 16.
You kind of like, it's way above you, and so you have to like kind of climb him at the same time. And so do an athletics check as well.
It's my invisible servant. dude.
Oh, it is the invisible servant. I'm sorry, never mind. I was thinking it was you.
I'm not scouring this
we'll
area
say
with my
17,
rocket.
Okay. All right, so you can see the top of his pack.
Mother.
No one the wiser. Rolled a 2. Juju rolled an 8. I was like, man, come on. I figured the monkey would pay attention. All right. So
Would I have won the climbing
Hold on, I
up his
think I have
back with
your
the
outfit.
17? I gotta know.
the climbing up his back. Well, no, because I would have made you roll again to see if you could climb him. But
Yeah.
the invisible servant can just kind of do it. There you go. Alchemy joke.
Alchemy joke.
It's alchemy joke back.
Listen, I told you, I've been
Oh,
waiting.
that was great. All right.
He got it.
So Bond's like looking around. He's like, pretty creepy, guys.
Hey, can't you do something with a light? Friggin' paladin? Light up your head. I don't know.
I can see pretty well.
I can too, but I'm worried about our guy stumbling and dying.
You're worried about Bishop?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, okay. If you say so.
You can hold on to something. I mean,
It's poor Bishop, man. Everybody, the whole party
Everybody
hates
can
him.
see but there it is.
He's got the lantern now.
Quick, blow out the lantern.
Okay, so you guys
No.
continue down. It's a
Yes.
long passage.
Yes.
It takes.
I'm walking as quickly as I can,
perception.
and you. I'll just take that.
Perception. That's a 20.
What are you trying to perceive? Anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, the path that it's traveled the most.
It's just one path at the moment. You can see you guys have been walking a pretty good amount of time. Let's say at this point, your hunter's mark winks off. Alright. You notice in the distance that there are some other paths that branch off of this one. There's actually 3 of them, and they kind of go like you're walking, and then there's 2 straight this way, and then a little bit further up there's one that arcs that way, and then there's one that moves this way.
Does she have like track humanoid or anything? Yeah.
Yeah,
There
I
she
figured one
is.
of you could like see footsteps, maybe.
I don't have anything that would let me track anybody.
But which path looks traveled the most? as
It seems like the one. I mean, they're all pretty well traveled. It seems like the one that sees the most footwork would be the one that kind of gently arcs off towards the right.
That's the one I want to take. I don't know about you guys, but I can see
Well,
this.
evidently you know something I don't, so if we're gonna march to our death, we might as well take your command.
All right, we head up that path. The one that
Is it curving down, up? Are we at the same level?
It's
Are we-
relatively the same level. Think of Cholth as kind of like Florida in this part. It's pretty flat here.
Okay.
So
But we're underground.
you're underground, and at this point, it's been pretty level. I mean, you can think it's probably been
Yeah.
doing this the whole time, but you haven't noticed it.
Yeah.
But as you kind of turn down that path, you can see that there is a gentle rise to it, and you can hear.
Somebody
Monkey
farted.
balloon.
Stupid monkey.
You hear kind of noises in the distance of somebody like banging on something, and they just kind of continue for a moment.
I think we should get
Move
this banging to
faster.
stop.
Hmm?
I think this is our innkeep, and we should get this banging to stop because the quicker we can silence him, the quicker we can get a jump on what we need.
You hear cursing. in the
Perfect
distance.
timing. Oh, I know you.
11.
stealth. I was 5. That's 16.
Okay,
So what are you still thinking?
he's just gonna go ahead of you guys and move up so you
Creep
can
up
see.
on him.
Okay.
See if I can.
It's a pretty large passageway. So are you guys waiting back at the fork?
I'm
Yes.
following.
I'm waiting back at the fort because
I mean, I got the lantern. I mean, I guess I can see till he gets out of eyesight of shadow.
You want to bring the lantern with you?
No.
Oh no, I don't want to. We don't.
That's the thing. If he's going forward, you don't want the lantern with you because he's gonna be able to see the light.
Okay. I mean,
Um,
I can't see without it, so there's no sense in me.
Humans and
He takes my
darkness.
hand.
No. I don't think-
he reaches up to grab your hand. You
Shoot it away.
Alright.
I take him anyway.
You keep trying. He's way faster than you. Like, just kind of gives you one of these, pushes you off. Okay, so you move forward a little bit, and as you get closer, it's all in kind of, for you, especially when it's this dark, it's all gray. It's all just different shades of gray. And you can see that there is an ending to this, and there appears to be some kind of a door that is and it is the innkeeper, is having a very difficult time getting open. And he's cursing and just kind of attempting to still just, jamming it, hitting it with his hand. You can see that he can no longer see. The lantern that's on the ground is broken. There's kind of like, he lucked out because the lantern oil didn't ignite, but it's just kind of dribbling down.
Do I see him?
No, because he just went ahead by himself.
I want to.
I think you should turn around and come and get us.
If you want to follow him, roll a stealth check.
Because I am small.
Your dexterity's in there.
Shush.
Would it be? Can I like? Well, if I yell at them guys, they would know.
It's pretty high. What'd you roll?
19.
Minus what?
1.
Okay. 18. All right.
Where's
Um,
my 1? Okay, yeah, -1.
You look down, you see Crypto at your side.
Hey, Crypto. Huh? Yeah.
I think we
Just
should.
keep track of the spells you use, because I think you only have.
Let's grab this guy.
It's
before
second
he gets
level.
Charmed and
I think you only have
I
3
think
spell
we
slots.
should.
I'm up ahead. I don't know.
Okay.
My control I have is my boom.
We need to get a rope because you need to come back and tell us what you see, and you
Well,
come back and need to ask.
Crypto
us.
snuck up there with me, so
Yeah.
we're gonna grab this guy.
Gank this
You
dude.
gonna try and grab him?
I don't know. Should we grab him,
I think
Crypto, or
y'all
should we
should-
go back and let him know because he may
And
get the door
formulate a
open?
plan.
Well, here's the thing. He can't go any further right now where he is, and he's in the blind darkness, right?
He's stuck at the moment.
Mm,
Yeah, it's dark
okay.
now.
He's stuck for a moment in the dark. Chances are, if we turn back now to go get them, the human's gonna go stomping around, and they're gonna freaking alert the dude. He's just gonna go running off again. So while we're ahead, I think. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Okay, so
That was kind of.
you don't have anything. How far away from him? 5 feet, 10 feet,
No, he's about. I would say he's about 60 feet away from you.
60. Probably. Can you don't have anything to gap close, right? You don't have any gap closers, right? Nothing to grab with. Because the only thing I can do is hold person.
But I do have
I have a slingshot.
whatever that thaumaturgy cantrip is.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
You can use it to like make thunderclaps and stuff like that.
No,
Just
no,
noise.
no.
I can make us sound like.
Wait a minute.
I can do like a sound thing. And make
You guys
it sound
just standing
like
there?
rats scurrying, and we can go back.
They've been tipped on too long. What do you think? Should we go forward with them?
I'm gonna cast hold person. That's what I got. I think 60 feet's close enough.
Yeah, no, whole person should be good for 60 feet. Let me see.
I think after y'all catch
How long have they
him,
been
y'all should
gone?
holler for us.
Only a minute or two.
we should hold off for a second.
Okay.
You got rope, right?
Yes.
He.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
oh,
good.
you do have a rope?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's what I was going to say.
Alright.
Thieves' tools.
60 feet is the range.
Nice.
Choose your home when you see within range. Target must succeed on
I
a
got
wisdom
colored
saving
with-
throw or be paralyzed for the duration. Okay.
I got weighted dice.
You're
I
not
have a
throwing
deck
them.
of marked cards.
This is where he gets the 19.
Doesn't succeed. All right. So as you're no, he doesn't succeed.
Oh,
So-
oh, okay.
All right, as you you kind of
Guys,
reach your hand towards him and begin muttering under your breath. And suddenly he just
Locks up.
it's like the in Harry Potter the dude, he gets frozen, just
Felt like me
Falls
I wrote
over.
early.
Yeah, only
and he falls back.
you got.
You can hear him go because he landed on the glass shards.
Good. Oh wait, shit. Blood trails.
Can I make sure
Get him!
they
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him!
run up there and we hear all this commotion going on. So you
Hurry
think we
up,
should
guys!
go?
And I run up there and I grab him.
Rope him! Rope him!
So I
Rope
need
him!
to roll him. I tie him up.
No, he's paralyzed,
He
so you
can't
can just
fight
tie him up.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
so-
good. He can't fight back at all.
I tied him up.
Rope a dope.
He's tied up now.
Yeah.
His eyes are kind of wildly spinning around, and he's looking at each of you. Did you guys come up yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a
We need to look for his
Come on.
stone.
the bond.
That stone that he talks to the red rose,
Well,
so
search
that we can.
I think you have to roll to search him,
No,
dude.
you do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
All right. What is it? Perception.
Yeah, that'd be 9, right?
Strip him down.
Well, here in this case, let's do investigation.
That's even worse.
Let her do it.
Yeah, I don't have investigation. Efficient.
We take his clothes
you
off.
may.
Oh, wait a
you
minute.
look through them and you don't seem to find anything other than what a normal innkeeper would have.
I have +3.
He can
That's
speak though,
investigation.
or is his mouth?
No, he's
He's
paralyzed.
paralyzed. He's like,
That's fine. We got
Is he
him.
tied up?
Yeah, now
Can
it's
he
saying
auto release the spell or?
There's a-
Yeah, I think he can. I think you could choose.
That would be a
him, 'cause it's
+3 on it,
concentration spell.
right?
I'm gonna warn you guys now. Somebody might want to put a hand over his mouth.
It'd be +3.
Alright, so I'll go up and put my hand over his mouth.
What'd you roll?
A 13.
Same thing. You just kind of look through his possessions. You don't find anything strange.
What's your hand, Keith? You see that monkey right there?
All right, so you release the whole person spell.
He's not
Okay, and you have his hand over your throat.
Yeah.
All right, and he's still paralyzed.
throat. Yeah, good.
Oh no, you released it, so he's not. Okay, so he struggles against the thing, and real quick, do a just a straight strength check.
Could have had Toby
A
do
2 plus 4.
Bites his
So 6.
No, it's 4 total. Sorry.
Oh, 4 total.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll roll just in case. I roll 1. No, 17. Okay. So Bishop is trying to like hold a hand over his throat and it just slips off, and he's like, "There's intruders here!" And just suddenly, you hear in the other room, you hear Shudden kind of shouts and like, "What the hell was that?"
And I do my cantrip, Thaumatori.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
What lives in the thing? I don't know.
Rats.
Rats. I'd make it sound like rats are
Scattering everywhere.
fighting. They're fighting each other in the hallway. over there.
Screeching and squealing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. There's a large number of rats down there.
Yes. All those noises here, you can start to hear the door unlatching, and
Well, we need to-
and anybody doing anything
I'm
last
gonna
couple
let
of
go. As soon as he yells and I hear that, I'm gonna pull out my weapon and like start going towards the door to try to
Before-
jump on him
as-
as he comes out.
As I took my rapier and I sliced his throat. Stabbed right.
Oh, wait, I do one more thing.
No, I'm
I was like, okay, you're healing
I was
already.
like, damn.
You should
we should.
disguise. I'm about to roll for a disguise. Kill him now.
Okay.
Do it. Don't let the
You
paladin.
do have to do an attack roll, but it's at advantage, so
Yeah,
go ahead.
he's down.
Hit the concrete. Watch. He could.
Yeah, just roll 2. Roll the highest.
He hit the
He
concrete.
is so violent.
14.
14, that's good enough. He's an innkeeper. He's just a guy.
And he's
like,
roped up,
dying.
and he's brutal.
Well, he's
Can I
roped
look
up,
for the,
and so yeah, you
for the
stab him
stone?
right through the
Can
throat.
you
And
look
he
for
just
the
kind of
stone?
gurgles.
No, I didn't get a chance. You guys are digging through him. We'll get him later. I'm disguising myself as
So
him.
the door bursts open, and I need you all to roll initiative.
I was in motion towards the door as they were.
So we'll assume that you've moved ahead in the thing. And let me get